Let's get away into the news!
Sri Lanka used to be one of the most dangerous places before May 2009. Now the country is facing straightforward, just lots of peace. There haven't been much people being murdered or theft, and it is a very fascinating place as well. It is very safe to travel there too, and they have amazing monuments. Here's a list of things of why I think Sri Lanka is one of the most fascinating places ever. One of those reasons are they have lots of food, well, diversity of food. Also, their monuments, their wildlife, their popular activities and culture. One of the best places that you could visit in Sri Lanka is the city Kandy. No, not that candy. This candy. This candy is home to many things, such as the Temple of Tooth and amazing rivers. This city is very historical for the Sri Lankan people, since they have a lot of temples. This is quite religious and quite fascinating place. Another very fascinating and pretty much the whole thing is religious place is the Dambulla Cave Temple. The Dambulla Cave Temple is very religious, and it was founded in 1991. Not founded, found. It is very religious because it is Buddha. It's praising Buddha and his life. It's about 152 cave things, like pictures, basically telling his life, and it's very cool to think about how people took time to do this, which is pretty fascinating, to be honest. And another place is, I can already tell some people are going to be mad that I show this, but the next place is very fascinating, and that place is Rikawa, I think that's how you pronounce it. I say this is a very fascinating place because this is basically a turtle watching place. They take care of turtles, and they have like turtle seasons where all the turtles come and hatch their eggs or lay them. I'm not too sure about that, but they take care of turtles there also, which is pretty cool, and I think this is fascinating because not many countries do this. It's usually just like the state that's doing that, but the whole country's kind of, well, it's actually kind of a state, but in Sri Lanka, the whole country is taking care of turtles, and they're turtle watching. It's pretty cool because I like turtles, and yeah. This monument is actually a tourist attraction. It's very popular. I'm not very surprised. Because everyone likes turtles, right?
Right.
Anyway, our next place is actually a historical site. I'm going to be honest here, and I have no clue how to say this word. Annarabadapura. Anyway, this city is actually very historical / religious. This city is basically an ancient city that kind of revolves around Buddhism. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's an ancient city. You don't go to many ancient cities. Well, except Rome and all Greece, and you know what? This is a very cool ancient city. Anyway, that word is a major city in Sri Lanka, and is very famous for its preserved ruins, and it was established in the 4th century BC. Like Rome, this city is very well preserved. That is why this makes a very, very attractive tourist attraction and a very fascinating place to learn about history. They also say Sri Lanka is very rich in history. Not much anything else, really. I mean, yeah. Just had to include that there. They aren't very rich in anything else. Well, in most parts, anyway. And the next place is Colombo. This is actually the capital of Sri Lanka. So it has rich, right? This is an amazing city with tall buildings. Like, kind of like New York, sort of? No? Okay. Anyway. This is where most tourists come over here, since this city is very rich. So they have to go over here to hotel, I don't know. But it is a big tourist attraction as well. Now some of you may be wondering, who is the president of this fascinating yet sort of poor country? Well, it is obviously our best friend, Nicole Arbor. Seriously though, their president is actually, I'm not sure how to say his name, but I'm gonna try to take a guess, and it's Maithripala Sirisena. He's actually the current president of Sri Lanka, and also he is the only president that has been president in the peace era. The reason why I'm saying a peace era is because there has been a 25-year civil war, which is devastating for the country, and it was very dangerous. And now the Civil War has ended in May 2009. That's why I said it was one of the most dangerous places before May 2009. Surprisingly, Sri Lanka's government system is actually kind of the same thing. They both have executives, they have legislative, and the Constitution, and all of those branches of government. So it's kind of the same government system. This country is pretty poor. They have to work. You see me happy work. You see me do me dirt. So me better work. A lot. What I find pretty interesting is that $1 US equals, well, that much Sri Lankan rupees. Also, their currency is rupees. Like India, they actually use rupees instead of pounds and US dollars, just plain dollars, which I find pretty cool. This concludes my Sri Lankan country project. Remember, I don't own any of this work. I just own the video, but not its pictures and its videos. Anyway.
I love you, and you, and not you.
TEMMIE.
I hate you.
How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away.
You.
How could this happen to me? I've made my mistakes, got nowhere to run. The night goes on as I'm fading away.
Protect yourself and report cases of the cyberbullying virus.